What up? What up? What up? Suno Pro Gaming, we back with another one. We got some live NFL Madden 21 footage coming up. I got a nice game on the radar. So we finna get it popping. Madden 21. We finna be running with them Rams versus them Cardinals. I don't know why. I like the Rams a little bit. And then if we got it in this, we're gonna get that Packers versus them Bears. But don't hold me to it. Say we all in.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So it's playoff season.
We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams.
NFL playoff picture. Patriots clinched. Saints clinched.
Along with Charles
Happy
Davis,
New Year,
I'm
folks.
Brandon
Back with some
Gordon.
American
Charles, you look
football.
at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight,
We in
so
the
they're
game.
trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive
we got
rookie
another
here
one.
a season ago,
Kyler
and
Murray.
back for more here in year
Pretty
number
good.
2.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to
Try
the
to
30.
come out with the jet sweep to the right.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I
I
tried
think so, because then you turn it into a
right on
shootout.
that ball.
That means your offense has to keep pace.
Complete.
16
Hopkins.
yards, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going.
Check it out. I was right there on it.
Name it from route running to catching the football. Yeah. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Swatted this. I was in front of the ball. Good play.
Just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
Now Murray again.
Yeah. Good pressure. Good pressure on him. 2 9s.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away.
Andy Lee, number 4. Got to kick it away.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it.
Got them Rams coming out.
Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Let me give a shout out to the big YouTube platform.
Wasn't thrilled about that, and they lost the game.
Everything.
So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard.
I'm going to give a shout out to all the creators, all the viewers,
and bottom line,
to the whole platform.
How do they get a win?
We're going to get into some football.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff on 3rd down. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Ram first down as Goff finds Cup.
They've got good playmakers.
Felt good coming out.
Side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Got the Arizona Cardinals versus the LA Rams.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Go.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good choice.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another first first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Through and complete to Cup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Oh, the Packers game on.
They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchup.
I think it's
and they're
still
just
on.
attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
7-0.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The Rams with the football
Sophia
here to begin
Stadium.
the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
That's how you see it.
They'll run here with Akers. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's
Gonna
2nd and 3.
Gonna test our skills.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
He's in the end zone. Woods,
Matt
17.
Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC, and it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2
2nd and
first
5,
downs.
we got to stop them.
Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Drake.
Oh, man, they got it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries,
Trying to run it.
a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Look at that boy Murray. I see him.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his
see him.
progressions. Not there, not there. After about the
14,
third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good
That was a
measure.
nice run. He jumped over.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Murray again. This is Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Donald
On the stop was Aaron Donald. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
at the Rams' 29-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Let's see what he got up his sleeve. Let's see what he got up his sleeve.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Good play. They picked a good play.
Two minutes on
Hasbrown's
the
pretty
clock,
good.
second quarter, 7-0
me.
ball game.
49-yard attempt.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger
He
than
on the
life.
board,
No
3-7.
doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That was a nice run. Put him up there.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack
go.
there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he
27.
stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Appreciate that like.
So the Rams
Smash
coming
that
back
like
onto
button.
the field, their second drive of the
Need some
game.
viewers.
And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now to win the game.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he got me. Man, I hit that button. He wasn't. He ain't slain him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh,
How you doing there, sir?
Smile on that play.
Not at the moment right now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Goff.
Got him.
Over the middle, it's Woods. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Yeah,
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start with a couple of rivals on the West Coast. San Francisco hosting Seattle in the NFC West. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Nick Foles throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes.
Oh, they got Nick Foles over there.
Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Akers to start the 3rd quarter on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled.
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Goff almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too And they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there.
Good one.
Knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
Ooh, we can't do that.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an NVU most valuable.
Oh, my God. I should have jumped this one. That's somebody.
17. He's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind.
Oh,
we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Got a game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36.
He got momentum probably.
About 4.
The tackle made at the
end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their
Ball
heels?
should have came out.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Shotgun now for Murray.
Still trying to run in.
Right. He can run for it, and he will.
Got it.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Arizona.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime means
Yeah, I
had to be
can't believe I
figuring
got
out
a
how to
ball.
create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Cardinals 3.
the 39-yard line. Here comes second down at 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
And he
He'll
owned
wind
it.
up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, a magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way.
Ready to go.
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Murray to throw on 31.
Come on, get him.
Rolling to his left. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they can get out of everything. But so often, there's young guys who can move around a lot. They keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Stop his run.
Murray now on 1st down.
Stop his run. Ah!
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return comes Webster. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers.
Yeah.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Good move.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down and 4. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Now we just got to stop.
One is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 14-10, a little over 80 ticks to go. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. To throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Oh.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Man.
This one caught by Isabella. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead
They're trying to come
in
get
the
this.
final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
I knew it. I felt
Puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you? And say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out is the kickoff unit. They run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So now it's the Rams' turn, trailing by a field goal. 47 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ooh. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Trying to get it to
Come on, y'all.
But it'll be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's gone. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it.
Come on, man.
Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, man. He couldn't do it.
They'll take over
driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football. Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were
came out, they earned the win. They wanted it.
Made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession.
They beat us in the running game. That's what I would say. That's what they got us. 2 takeaways.
Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but
good game.
A little bit, we'll let it slide.
Get them next time.
Always a pleasure to work with you.
Win some, you lose some.
So for the Cardinals, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.
Cam Akers.
Meanwhile, for the Rams,
never carried 71 yards. We didn't get him in the game enough.
Robert
Woods, good game. Cooper, we didn't get him in the game
shot
enough.
At playoff football as they'll be on the road next week.
He got more touchdowns than we did. Great game.
For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?